Hey folks, exciting time. Our weapon profiles have been released, or at least a little bit of a teaser when it comes to an example of how they work. So there have been some changes. I'm pretty excited about these changes because I think it's going to play well in the long run, and I know there's going to be a little tidbit at the end that you guys are going to be extremely excited about, especially if you weren't the biggest fan of D weapons. So we have our various different weapons here as in the example. We've got our flamer, a bolt gun, and a las cannon. Some very familiar weapons when it really comes down to it. You're going to notice the flamers now have range. There's a different type. So assault is going to be D6, so that's how many potential hits you're going to be getting. And I like that. It's much better than using a template, I think. There's a lot less guesswork when it comes down to it. Still kind of randomized, but I really like it. We've got our strength still, our AP still, AP nothing, so that's kind of cool. And then we have our damage. So various different weapons are going to cause various different types of damage. The smaller weapons, not so much damage, so you shoot at a tank or something like that, you might knock something off, nothing too important. But whereas you're firing with a las cannon, you're going to do D6 damage, so you're going to be taking bigger chunks off that vehicle. Now, like we were talking about the flamer, it is an automatic hit weapon, so that's cool. I think Burna Boys are going to have a lot of fun with this. And some of the other flamer units out there that can mass up. I think we've got some Dark Eldar ones that might be a little bit of fun to play on the table if they kind of remain similar to what their profile is right now. So bolt guns, we've got a rapid fire, strength 4, AP nothing, or 0 I should say, it's not nothing, and then our damage 1. Now, one thing I did want to make mention of is the AP for the las cannon. It's a -3. So rather than it being basically a yes or no, it's going to be a modifier. So when you're doing your saves, you're going to essentially get negatives to your rolls and things along those lines, from what it looks like at least. And of course, guys, as I go through this, if I've missed anything or misinterpreted anything, please let me know, because I'm in no way, shape, or form an expert, and we're only getting a little brief tidbits. So let's see how this thing continues out. So I mentioned the AP system, how it kind of changes, and it can either punch through armor, or it at least reduces the effectiveness of armor in some cases, depending on the level of the number that you get for your AP. So we talked about the flamers, and one of the big things is some of the weapons have been removed or have been modified to kind of scale them back and make them look a little bit more, or make them a little bit more playable. Because some of the weapons out there, namely D weapons, so that D rule is gone, and what they've done is they've scaled the weapons so they're a little bit more in tune with a lot of the other weapons within the game. So with that said, that's just a brief look at this. Link is going to be in the description below. And yeah, if you guys have any thoughts, comments, questions about this, let me know how you guys feel about these changes. I think it's a good change. Again, everything I see about this new edition is just getting me even more excited, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the actual rules get released and start to get some games played, because I'm really happy and excited so far. So I hope you guys are too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe and all that stuff. Take her easy, folks. Bye now.